Welcome back once again to Let's Play Minecraft. My name is Jackson Dynamite. You're at a place that I call Uber Earth, but now we are going to start a brand new series. We're taking some tools, some chicken, a bed, a couple other things. We're going to go on a quest about a week, for a week, Minecraft game time. And this new series is called Stoic Craft. Stoic Craft is going to be a series with some light building every episode, and it's going to be made up of Stoic quotes by Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and other Stoics in the past. So sit back, let's learn a little bit about Stoicism and how it applies to our life. Throw some comments down in the comment section of the video, and hope to see you in the videos to come. Welcome back, guys. Here we are in this beautiful field. We got through the ocean, and now we're in this sunflower field. It's actually a nice little place, but we've only slept twice. Oh my gosh. I'm going to read this quote to you, and the next time we wake up, we will talk about it. This is by Epictetus. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. Think about that, and we'll see you on the next time we switch biomes or find something interesting. Looks like we're coming up to another desert. We've slept another night. I did find at one point when I was off screen, I found a pirate ship that was above water. And in that ship, I just found some iron. I've been using the iron nuggets as day markers. These are the amount of times that I've slept. So thinking about that Epictetus quote, right? It's pretty awesome. Think about this. You're only supposed to really worry about the things that you actually can control. Because things that happen outside of your control, you couldn't control it. So to make it change your existence, to make it change your life, to make it frustrate you, you have to be able to process that and understand, I couldn't control that. So it happened. I need to let it go. I need to just move on. A really good example of this might be like even something simple like the weather. You can't control the weather. Unless you're Sean Connery from the Avengers. He can control the weather. Look it up. Different Avengers. Another thing that happened even recently to me, back when this was made, was you're driving your car and you hit a deer. A deer literally jumps out in front of your car. It's frustrating. The situation that I'm in right now with the family and all the kids, without that, the vehicle is a total loss. It's out of my control. But yet we let it affect us. We let it take over our brains. And I've actually had some time this week to meditate and to sit back for a couple hours. I picked one of the days this week where I went to a church and I just kind of sat there. I just sat there. Deep breaths, and I thought to myself, I can't control the deer, right? I can't make it not happen. It happened. It was out of my control. I'll get another car. I'll find another car at some point. The week is going to feel like the longest week of my life. There's a lot of stress, but take a deep breath. And I'm hoping that with this series, we talk about stuff like this, and that maybe when you watch this episode, when you watch a future episode, something's going on in your life. That these words, they're not my words. These are people that lived hundreds of years ago. That these words from these other people, these Stoics, maybe just a couple of these words help you get through that day. Maybe they help you get through that event. As I find that they're helping me at times when I wake up and read some of these Stoic quotes, they really help me. Well, I've got a sandwich desert that I just went through. And, yeah, more desert. I'll see you when we get back from all this. Guys, this is pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen this in a desert. Look at this. Just some flat out stone, crushed in here. What is over here? We'll explore this for a second. It just looks pretty cool. This almost looks like a ruined city. Doesn't it? It almost looks like a city used to be here. Invaders attacked. The city was overgrown. But this is not where we'll be staying. 7 nights. 7 nights. Now the question, I guess, comes: do we keep walking till we get to the evening? No, we should probably, wherever we wake up on the 7th, once we've slept 7 times, we don't want to be getting to our destination and then having to. Well, no, we could. I guess but that would be the 8th time if we wake up on the 7th night and then walk during the day. But we slept 7 times. I guess we sleep 7 times, and then the morning when we get up from that, we just walk in that one direction, and then we'll sleep when we get there. That'll be the 8th time, but we'll have slept 7 times. And then we got to our destination, and then we had to sleep, or else we would have been killed by zombies. All right, this desert's going on. We're gonna get to the ocean here. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting in the ocean. Hey, get off me! I don't even know you. Thank you. Hey, see you guys. They're all nitwits. They're all a bunch of nitwits. This is also something I've never seen in Minecraft. Normally coal is embedded into the side of a mountain, but to have 2 stock, this looks man-made. This looks like those villagers came over here and they planted flowers around this temple of coal. What a bizarre spawning in the game. Have you guys ever seen anything like this? Gosh, this game is so cool. That's so weird. That's just weird. All right, we haven't gotten far. Obviously, the village is right there. I'll see you guys in a bit. We just crossed over out of that area. This is awesome. This desert, the Mesa Desert. Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. We've also not built up in here. This would be perfect to get some of these hills in the background. Build like an old west town. Pretty cool. Reenact, shootouts in the middle of the square. Main Street. Wouldn't need many. You need like a saloon. Need a place to sleep. Maybe a blacksmith. What else do you need? This is pretty cool. All right, I'll let you know when we get to the other side. We found ourselves another village. We gotta pay our respects and go say hi and loot their chests. I think it is almost nighttime. What we got in here? Only sleep at night. I'm gonna camp out right here for the night. We're gonna camp out here. I'll start walking in the morning, guys, and we are almost there. We have 4 days. This is gonna be our 5th night sleeping. We've slept the 6th night. We're gonna head to our 7th night. I just wanted to repeat the Stoic Thought for today. So what are some things in the comments, guys, that you could put down? Some things that in your life you worry about, but they're out of your control. They're completely out of your control, and maybe thinking about it from a different perspective could help you get some peace that you deserve, because if you can't control the situation, nothing you can do about it. It's like a storm coming, right? You can make the preparations for the storm, but to get all bent out of shape that a storm's coming, you can't control it. I mean, it's whether you're there or not, whether it's 50 years into the future or the past, you can't do anything about it. Why? We're passing berries. I think I could do that. I think I could do some berries. Anything here we can get rid of? Yeah, kelp. You know what? I don't know what we can use kelp for, but there we go. Gotta get myself some berries. Running out of stuff, though. Running out of stuff. But something to think about. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to read those comments down in the sections below. I'd love to read some of the things that, worry you. That you think about. And maybe it's not in your control. And when stuff like that happens, one of the things you can do is easily just focus in on the stuff. So when something bad happens, like my scenario, right? I hit a deer, right? Had I had better, because I've been stressed out about it, honestly. But what I started doing the other day when I was praying, right? I started thinking, what are things that I can do about it? You know, so one of the things was, because we need a whole new car, we went into our Rolodex, right? We emailed everybody, every contact we had. That's part of our like circle of acquaintances and friends, people you socialize with, and we emailed everybody. It was like 40 people, 40 families, let's say, right? And we basically just said, like, look, you know, this is the situation we're in. We don't have a lot of money because we have a big family. We need some help. Is there anybody that knows anybody who would give us a good deal on a really used car that'll get me to point A to point B for a couple years? We've gotten 3 people already within 24 hours that have gotten back to us, 2 of which have cars that they're offering. So with it, but you know, probably by the beginning of next week, we're going to have this car thing all somewhat buttoned up. So what are the things you can control? What are the things that you can control? I was jokingly afraid of this off camera. We haven't slept the 7th night, but look at what we're coming across. An ice biome. I've never built in an ice biome. How do you build in an ice biome? Polar bears. Hey guys, polar bears. Is that an igloo? Polar bears, guys. Polar bears. Yeah, I better keep moving so I don't get trapped building in an ice biome. That's pretty cool. Ice biomes. That means we're going to be close to an ice biome, which is pretty awesome. Maybe we can make turtles. Maybe we can make some Superman's Place of Solitude. All right, we're almost there. We'll see where we end up. And the sun is setting, and we have found glaciers. Glaciers. Oh, glaciers. What do we build? How do we build and survive in glacier land? And this is where we're going to have to build, man. Oh, there's some desert over there. Is there an igloo? I mean, if there's an igloo around, we could just... I mean, is this an igloo over here? We could definitely make that our first home. Let's just circle this bad boy. No, that wouldn't be an igloo. Sun is setting. Look at all this ice. Ice crazy, man. Ice crazy. Just big old icebergs. Oh, no. No, no. And this is where we're going to have to build. But there's nothing here unless I can find a... Oh, there's some trees there. And is that another temple over there? Oh my gosh, man. That is an underwater temple. We are basically living on an island. Okay, good morning. So this is it. We traveled so far. We traveled, well, 8 nights is what we slept. But we slept 7 nights, traveled the next day, and this is where we ended up. We're on a small, how fitting is this? A small island surrounded by icebergs. Okay. I have no clue what to do with this. What's the building materials? What do you even use for building materials when you're building with icebergs? We luckily have some tree saplings. Do I have other trees here? Yeah, so I've got some other trees here too. So let me get those going here. All I have is wood, so we don't have much to do except I got some wood. I mean, is it fitting? Should we live inside of ice? I just feel like I don't know what we're gonna do. We probably should dig down and get some cobblestone, start making some different stones. It just seems I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. But let's play around with. Let's just play around with the wood, because we need let's get rid of those seeds there. Something like that. I'm just doing a crazy shape because I don't want to make. I want to just change it up a little bit. All right, let's do that, and then let's let me build it up. I'm probably gonna need some more of these oak planks, and then we'll play around. Okay, guys, I'm playing around with the floor, and I'm thinking like I want to incorporate the sand from out here, but this is like way too bright, and it looks kind of weird. It looks kind of weird. Maybe the floor is not all that. Maybe like we take back like some of this. Oh, there we go. You know, like maybe this is just the stone we use for an entranceway, and then we go back to this type of stone. Let's see, can I get out of there? Any more in there? Yeah, I got some cracked stone in there. And then we can like speckle this stuff. You know, maybe we have a stone. Maybe this is just the entranceway, or we get rid of it altogether. All right, let's put this guy down. Actually, let's move him over one, and then I want to play around with some of those and some fences, which I'm never good at. And then actually let's do some gates too. Some gates could be cool. Is that right? Gates like that? There we go. All right. Oops, sun is setting. Let's do it. Let's go to sleep. I'm wondering I've got enough sand that we could technically do some glass, or we could rustic the heck out of this house and do some like fence posts. So maybe like we can do like shutters. Something like this maybe. So we are protected. But I think that means I can even open them and shoot out them. I think you can even shoot out them. The other thing is we're surrounded by glaciers. We might want to, if we want to play a little more realistically, this house should be a little more protected. We want to make sure that when we get inside at night, it feels warm. What is the craft? What is the craft for campfire? Do we have the stuff to build a campfire? Burr, 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 burr. Can you type in fire up here? Showing craftable. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Showing craftable. It was sticks. There we go. Get a couple of those. was wondering if we should put a campfire in here. That's like in the corner, right? And then maybe we build up this as like a corner chimney. We play around our right back. All right, guys, and this is what I'm thinking for a simple roof. I mean, this is just a simple little starter house for us to get going. I planted some more bamboo around, which I think is also a wall, a defense wall. I mean, there's ways to get through it, but it becomes mighty tricky. So we can actually use this as a defense mechanism. And I think if we actually incorporate it with this stuff, so I think if we actually incorporate it with the berries, it's going to be a pretty cool wall that these creatures from the abyss, they can't get up and find us, because that's the worst. Creatures from the abyss are the worst. All right, let's see if we can plant some more of these. Actually, and I think to make the things we want to make, the scaffolding, I think we actually need I think we need other tools, but that's okay. We need a string, which we don't have spiders, but you never know, we might find a spider spawner, which would be pretty cool. Let's get rid of this tree as we build the roof. And yeah, this is kind of the idea for the roof. I'm going to change out some of these boards. So that's one of the tips with Minecraft is you just start building stuff, right? Get the shape down, and then you go through and just change out blocks and just see like what would just see what blocks look better. Maybe some blocks don't. I don't know. Just kind of play around with it, making sure that you have something everywhere. And it changes the color, it changes the shape, and it can change your build. All right, let me play around with this a little bit more. I'll be right back. It's taken a while, but we have our first visitor. Oh, and he's a lovely beast. Look at this guy. He came up out of the abyss. And he's giving us rotten flesh. Lovely. Also notice we don't have a lot of torches over here, so we'll have to fix that as well. Let's eat some chicken. So I got the roof on there. It's a simple roof. Nothing crazy going on with the roof. Oh, let's take off one of these two. And then nothing's going on with the roof. We can maybe add a block or two there, as if some stuff maybe fell off of that. Let's add a block there, and then maybe we can change out this block here. All right, now what if? I don't think I like that. That's fine. Now what do we have if we put in a piece of board like this, but then we shave it? Oh yeah, that's what we gotta do. Let's put a couple of those in. Let's put a couple of those in, because that will just change it up just enough. Oh, and this is like, dude, perfect timing. We've got the rain coming down, and we are on our way to having a nice warm house to be in. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. I had all those stairs, so I thought I'd put some of those stairs here. And then I had this weird idea. Let me know in the chat. I think my shovel died. Let's get rid of this stuff here. What if we take sand? Oh, hold on a second here. All right, get this out of there, get this out of there. I want those. Do I have? Oh, there it is. That's what I want. I want to get rid of this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Something like that. But I was thinking, what if we take some sand and wrap the house in a little bit of sand? Because that might actually might look pretty cool. Maybe yellow. Oh, put a bush there. Nothing can go there. And then maybe we can line the front of that with bushes. This tree was a mistake. This isn't even supposed to be a tree. So let's actually take that down because it's blocking the view of our awesome window. But I don't mind having like a post over here. Something like this. I don't mind this. You know, I don't mind building one of these. Let's put a little, the other thing I was thinking too is can you actually put, can you put a torch on top of bamboo? You cannot. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we're building this up. Bamboo fencing and everything. We get the chest outside. But yeah, I was taking the sand, and I was wondering if actually adding some sand like this. Not that we want to camouflage the house, but maybe a little bit. What do you guys think of that? Almost like the sand, like we get a lot of wind out here. We're on an island. I mean, there's probably a lot of wind, right? Maybe. I don't know. Just playing around. Just playing around with some ideas here. But I think that's it. That is our starter house. Our nice little quaint starter house. Put a little torch outside. We got to get this chest moved inside, but we are full on up on inventory. We'll have to do some inside stuff here too. We'll figure that out. Maybe we can actually separate this and make a separate room. But this is a nice toasty fire. And I think we're good. I think the only other thing I can think of is maybe topping off the this fireplace up here. And then actually having, no, what does they do? Do I have another one of those? Yeah. So they go like this, they go like this, and then they add like, people add like these walls all around. And they usually use a different, pressure, what do you call those things? What trapdoor, but this is all I got. That's all I got. And then you can actually put in something like this, I think, and it'll actually have the smoke. The smoke will actually go through it. So if you're down here. Yeah. We might have to change the, change the size of it, I think, right? Because it's let me figure out. I'll be right back. Oh, you're back just in time. Well, that's about all the time we've got, guys, today. Thank you for hanging out on the 7-night, technically 8-night journey of Stoic Craft. I hope the first episode was good for you. That was an adventure to get here, and I've never been in a game or a place like this. We are on a little tiny island surrounded by glaciers. No clue what we're going to do with this series. But we'll keep doing some stoicism every step of the way, and throw some stuff in the chat if you have any comments about the series, and I hope to see you back again. Thanks so much for hanging out. And support wherever you can. Would love the support. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.